First on BBC One, Premier League football in Match of the Day with Desmond Lynham.
Good evening. Remember the days when the title race was neck and neck, the relegation was unpredictable, and some of the games you didn't think so brought some fantastic moments for you? Those were the good old days. But you know what? The good old days are here. It's getting closer and closer between Manchester United and Liverpool, but who will lift the Premiership trophy? Liverpool with a tricky trip to Roker Park.
Gives it to Ball. Kevin Ball! Another smart save from James.
And Manchester United against their big rivals. Champions 2 years ago, fighting to stay in the Premiership. Manchester United and Blackburn Rovers is game 2.
Sherwood seems to be the linchpin at the moment for Blackburn. He's got round Butt, he's got round Giggs. Sherwood!
Two sides that form suggest they're in deep trouble. Could a big win turn things around? Middlesbrough Nottingham Forest is our third game.
Too far out for Stuart Pearce. He's got 4 on the edge of the area, and the attempt comes in from Brian Roy.
We've also got all the highlights from all the other goals that take place this weekend, and we've got Trevor and Trevor to give us their views. But we start at Roker Park. Sunderland knew that a win today would give them a real chance of surviving in terms of their Premiership status. As for Liverpool, you feel with the Manchester United juggernaut behind them, only a win will do to make sure they maintain their lead at the top of the Premier League. Commentary for this one comes from Trev Champion.
For Liverpool, the equation is simple. Take maximum points from their remaining 5 games and they will win the FA Carling Premiership title. Today, the league leaders visit Sunderland, who have their own agenda. The Mackhams are separated from the relegation zone by the merest of goal difference margins and need one last Roker roar to ensure they are playing in the top division next season. You have to go back to 1958 for Sunderland's last home win against Liverpool. What they give for 3 points today. Sunderland manager Peter Reid has called upon his former England teammate Chris Waddle to try and get his team out of trouble. He starts behind a front two of Niall Quinn and Michael Bridges this afternoon. Liverpool's FA Cup exertions have taken their toll, and there are surprise starts for youngsters Michael Owen, Mark Kennedy and Jamie Carragher today. The experience of John Barnes, Michael Thomas and Mark Wright could be vital. This is Kubicki on the right side for Sunderland. Kennedy with him and he plays it into Alex Ray. Bridges now, turns on the edge of the box, shoots! Good save by James! Waddle out to Scott. Really encouraging start from the hosts, and Bridges warmed the palms of James there. Good effort. Melville. Now Ray. Long ball towards Niall Quinn. It's gone out for a corner. Sunderland on the front foot, and it will be Waddle to take this corner. Plays it short to Kubicki. The Polish international on the edge of the box. Gives it to Ball. Kevin Ball! Another smart save from James. And it's all Sunderland early on here. They know the importance of the remaining games and they're doing their best to get 3 points today. Good effort, good save. Richard Ord, Kubicki, into Bridges. Bridges gets away from his man and plays it through to Chris Waddle. Can he take it past the goalkeeper? Oh, it's a good save by James. That's 3 times he has denied Sunderland. This was the clearest of openings. Waddle opted to shoot rather than take it beyond the goalkeeper. And a good save by James. Scott. Now Ray. The Scotsman. Chris Waddle. Michael Bridges. Niall Quinn. Oh, and it'll fall to Bridges! Goal for Sunderland! Michael Bridges! The teenager strikes! And that is the most important goal of his career to date. Sunderland have been superb in the opening half hour. And the goal is no less than they deserve. Excellent football. A little bit of luck following Quinn's deflected effort. But no mistake from Bridges. That is a brilliant finish. James did get a hand to it, but there was too much power in the shot. This is Scott for Sunderland. Absolutely rocking here, as Sunderland look to get themselves above the relegation zone. Owen, the youngster, Fowler, finds Owen. Full of pace. Has he got a finish? Tests Perez. Does Owen. Just 17 years of age. And we caught a glimpse of that speed we've been hearing about there. Good strike from the youngster. James bowls it out towards Fowler. But Sunderland win the ball back, and this is Bridges, the goal scorer. Back to goal. Up against right. Shoots! Oh, good save by James. Nearly a second from Michael Bridges there. Up against a defender almost twice his age, but turned him and tested James yet again. Long ball, Sunderland get rid of it momentarily. Here's Fowler. Robbie Fowler shoots! Good save. Long range effort from Fowler, who scored twice in the FA Cup semi-final replay in midweek. Nearly got himself on the score sheet there. Bracewell out to Kubicki. Plays it in. Important block from McManaman there. And James only half gets the ball away. Kubicki. Quinn lays it back to Alex Ray. Waddle now. This is Bracewell. Ray. Bridges. Just wide of the post. He's been so good this afternoon as Michael Bridges. His breakthrough season has been a real triumph in a difficult one for Sunderland, and he nearly scored again. Jamie Carragher. Into Barnes. Kennedy now. Britain's most expensive teenager, Mark Kennedy. Plays it into Barnes. Now Fowler. Now McManaman! Equaliser for Liverpool! Steve McManaman gets it! He scored 2 crucial goals at Villa Park against Manchester United, and now he scored a crucial equaliser at Roker Park. His shot was too hot to handle for Lionel Perez, and it squeezed past him into the back of the net. Liverpool, the league leaders, are level. Good ball by Fowler. And a shot at the near post from McManaman creeps in. It'll be Patrick Berger to replace Kennedy. Difficult afternoon for the left wing back, and Berger comes on, the Czech Republic international. Barnes. into Fowler. This is Berger, the substitute. Looks for support. Plays it back to Fowler. McManaman! This time Perez denies him. Liverpool looking for all 3 points now. Steve McManaman so close to giving them the lead. Barnes will take the corner. An outswinger and headed over. Oh, that was a chance for Berger. Crept in there, got beyond his marker. Should have hit the target. Kubicki into Bracewell. Good ball to Bridges. Michael Bridges on the right wing. Is he fouled? Yes, he is. And a free kick to Sunderland in a good position here. It looked like Wright got the ball. Sunderland don't mind. It will be Chris Waddle to take the free kick. In it comes. Headed on. Good save. Really good save by David James. I think it was Ball with the header at the near post. And James got down to save with his legs. Waddle for Sunderland. Will we see a late winner here? Sunderland with the ball, looking to get a vital victory. This is Scott for the hosts. Martin Scott into Russell. Does Liverpool come away with it? And here's Berger, the substitute. Carragher. It's now or never for one of these teams. Carragher lumps it forward to McManaman. It's a good header to Fowler. Now Berger. Back to Robbie Fowler. McManaman. Oh, what a goal from Steve McManaman! He's broken Sunderland hearts! And is that the goal to wrap up the title for Liverpool? What drama here at Roker Park! It's been a tough afternoon for the league leaders. But that's what champions do. When the chips are down, they find a way of winning, and Steve McManaman is Liverpool's hero once again. It's a brilliant goal. Sunderland have given absolutely everything this afternoon, and it still hasn't been enough. A remarkable win for Liverpool. Sunderland will wonder how they've lost it. But Steve McManaman, the England international, has come up with a brace of epic proportions here. The Sunderland fans will be proud of their team's efforts, but they fall to defeat, and it's finished Sunderland 1, Liverpool 2.
Well, that's what football's about, isn't it? Last minute goals. Steve McManaman, has he ever scored a more important goal for Liverpool? Don't think so. I mean, that's just what the game's about, really. That's how you win a championship, and I think those Liverpool players have got to remember that for their big game against Manchester United next Saturday. They didn't play at their best. I think since getting the 5-point lead, Liverpool have sort of been under, you can see it in the way they're playing, they're under real pressure when they do have the ball. And they've had a couple of draws perhaps that's not the best. Today, though, was just what they needed. It was a dig in, and they had their moments, but sometimes you've just got to throw hell for leather and go for it, and that's what paid off for them. Well, what will Sunderland take from the game? Bit of heart, perhaps? It wasn't a complete whitewash, so to speak. I think so. I think Sunderland will definitely be pleased on the basis that they gave one of the top sides in the Premier League a really good go, and they've got to take that momentum into their next game. They've got some big fixtures coming up. Southampton at home and a few others really stand out. If Sunderland could win, be looking at 5-6 points, they could be safe. That's how close this is at the moment, I think. Well, as for Manchester United, they're chasing down Liverpool at the moment, so they knew nothing but a win would suffice, but Blackburn Rovers were the opponents at Ewood Park. Manchester United rung the changes with their European Cup semi-final in mind. Raymond van der Hauwe replaced Peter Schmeichel in goal. Phil Neville was in the side, Boborski and Butt in the middle, but Cantona and Cole start. For Blackburn Rovers, some changes for them. Forced by some injury, Warhurst moves into midfield, partnering Tim Sherwood. Young Damien Duff, an Irish international, is on the left wing for them. Hendry captains. Commentary in this one from Trevor Brotherton.
Beckham with the ball, spraying it wide. Really has some trajectory in that right foot. Poborski. Into Butt. Cantona. Lovely change of feet. Cole took it beautifully. Great goal. Inside 10 minutes and Manchester United have shook off their FA Cup disappointment with a sublime early strike from Andy Cole. Right across the midfield, right to left and back to centre, and Cantona, look at the shift there onto the left foot, and Andy Cole took it beautifully on the chest. Such class from the Frenchman. A real striker's instinct, and Cole under scrutiny when he first joined United at such a price, but he has really paid them back since. So, looking long for Duff, but it's too long. Not exactly blessed with height, Damien Duff. Poborski, a couple of outside of the boot passes were nice. Giggs threads it through for Cole. Oh, he's got another! Well, this Ewood Park crowd has been silenced. Andy Cole with two superb strikes. We've not yet had 15 minutes. It was a give and go between himself and Giggs, and the shot arrowing beyond Flowers, who couldn't get anywhere near it. What a start for the champions. Look at that. Here's Giggs. Got a superb half, Giggs. Into Poborski. Nicky Butt's got space to turn here, but Hendricks swipes him aside, and here's Gallagher now. Chance for a counter for Blackburn, and the space in front of him. Pallister backing off. Here's Sutton. There's the combination. Gallagher has space for a shot, and it's wide, but it's closer for Blackburn. Van der Hauwe having words with his defence. They certainly gave Sutton and Gallagher a lot of time there, and he may be disappointed he screwed that wide of the upright. Followed by Van der Hauwe up to Cole and Scholes. That's instinctive again. We're seeing that as a real staple of his game, young Paul Scholes. Giggs with the cross, and Hendry flings himself in it again as per usual. Solid and dependable as ever. Here's Cantona! And Flowers with a strong hand to deny the Frenchman. Warhurst. Sherwood seems to be the linchpin at the moment for Blackburn. He's got round Butt, he's got round Giggs. Sherwood! That may have been creeping inside the post. Van der Hauwe had to take no chances there. It's a good hit from Sherwood, and that's a strong hand again. Van der Hauwe doing his job in place of the injured Peter Schmeichel. A reliable backup. Sherwood with a corner. Up goes Warhurst! Well, they're going to have to start taking their chances, Blackburn. Warhurst got above Nicky Butt, but unfortunately could not keep it down. But Beckham, he looked to swing that in, but I think Cantona was offside. Here's Irwin on the overlap. And his cross to Cantona. That time he wasn't. But he could not direct his header beyond Flowers. And similar to Warhurst earlier, he could not keep it down. And maybe that will be an important factor. Blackburn need a turning point. Just hasn't been their day. And Duff dispossessed by Irwin. The home side were flattened by those two early Andy Cole goals. And United go into the Liverpool game with buoyance. But that's a good ball by Sutton. And Gallagher's in. And Gallagher has a consolation at least. It was well worked and the Rovers fans have something to shout about. A nice give and go. Sutton weighted his pass perfectly and Gallagher just steered it beyond Van der Hau inside the near post. The power beat him. I don't think there'll be enough time for a reprieve, but nonetheless, Blackburn Rovers 1, Manchester United 2.
Well, Manchester United just got the results with a good amount of squad rotation. Alec Ferguson's got to be pleased with that, hasn't he? I would be. The art of winning a championship is having a good squad nowadays, and Manchester United's ability to rotate their squad when required is certainly going to help in the run in the season. They've got a chance of reaching a European final, and I think some key rests today may put them in good stead. But again, they got themselves going. They didn't play particularly well in the second half, and Rovers really had their chances. What about Blackburn Rovers? What's gone wrong for them at the moment? Is it that loss of Alan Shearer? I probably could say the same about Nottingham Forest, I think. Forest have not recovered from losing Stan Collymore, and I don't think Blackburn Rovers have recovered from losing Alan Shearer. As good as Shearer was, this squad has not replicated the form it had on winning the league, and maybe that can happen. A couple of players, haven't put 5-10% that's required because they've won the championship. I think losing Shearer has really hurt Blackburn, and until they can find a way to score goals, and Sutton needs that partnership, but maybe it just shows you he sold him for £15 million. Let's see how good a player he is. But Blackburn Rovers are still a good side. They're just having a bad season. You wonder with a couple of signings they might be able to turn it around next season. Well, turning their season around was certainly on the cards for Middlesbrough and Nottingham Forest. For the Borough at the moment, it's been a season of terminal decline, with no deductions. As for Nottingham Forest, huge game for them. Could they achieve a result at the Riverside that climbs them out of the relegation picture, or can Middlesbrough really dig themselves out of trouble? Trevor Davis saw this one.
Survival in the Premiership is never a sensible and easy thing. Middlesbrough know that victory here today, and it could put them on a route out of the relegation dogfight. Nottingham Forest know nothing but to win, may leave them in it. Separated by merely a point, both staring the exits to the Premiership in the face. This is a huge match at the lower end of the table. And huge changes made for Middlesbrough. Fabrizio Ravanini failed a late fitness test, he's on the bench. Andy Campbell starts alongside Mikael Beck this afternoon. Robbie Mustoe comes in to partner Janino. Emerson is rested. Janino with the early pass, looking for Festa. Neil Cox is charging from right back. And Beck got there. Couldn't direct it goalwards, and Crossley watched it comfortably go past him. Never really worried, I don't think Crossley was. Roy goes out wide to Little. Stone. Clough's in the middle, so is Bart Williams. This is Nigel Clough. Wome. Festa caught Wome as he won the ball back. be a free kick to Forest. I wonder if this is too far out for Stuart Pearce. He's got 4 on the edge of the area. And the attempt comes in from Brian Roy. And the attempt was really not very far away. That was lovely at football. Seems the challenge. Janino asks him to have a go again. 2 exchanging passes. This is Fleming. 2 in the area. Pushed back by Little. Gets his cross in towards Beck. And I suspect on the replay it's a much better chance than what it looked in real time. Fleming's ball in here. Oh, I say, that is really a bad miss. Here's Clough. Little again into Stone. Roy, good touch, great finish, yes, wonderful goal. Really, really good play. The control was fantastic. And the Dutchman delights Nottingham Forest. Halfway through the first half, they lead at the Riverside. Highlights here the danger. How was Brian Roy allowed that much space inside the Middlesbrough penalty area? And then when he did, he showed he had the finish on the left foot. Really competent and really good goal. First blood, Nottingham Forest. Clough. That's a good ball. That's Roy. That's a block by Vickers. Corner kick is signalled. This was great play, really. Good strength shown. And then Vickers making sure he was close to Roy. That's good defending. Ian Wone with the corner. Forest of 3 in the area. One of them's Nigel Clough! Fantastic save, Gary Walsh. Nigel Clough leaping up. A really good header. Gary Walsh spread himself. Top save. Big chance for Forest to go 2 ahead. Here's Clough. Wome. Just caught by Fester. Free kick in a promising position for Nottingham Forest. And Stuart Pearce is walking over to grab the ball here. Don't think there was too much really that Fester could do. It was a mistimed challenge. Stuart Pearce, left-footed, around the wall. Past Walsh, that's his aim. Will shimmy. Oh, he strikes the bar! His aim was just a couple of inches short. What about that? Oh, power, precision. Unlucky. Stone again. Little. It's a lovely ball by Little. Wome. High in the area. Walsh punches. Only as far as Buck Williams. Now it's Clough. Now it's Roy. And now it's 2-0. That is huge in terms of the relegation dogfight in the Premiership. A massive 3 points for Nottingham Forest. Middlesbrough have a mountain to climb with 25 minutes to go of this game. Well, phenomenal that this game has been. Forest will know that this could be massive for their season. Nottingham Forest, it could be disaster. Got to talk about the build-up play. But Roy here, first touch away from Vickers. The finish was out to the reach of Walsh. Wonderful. Roy of the Rovers to Forest's rescue. So Middlesbrough have it all to do. They started off the season with an amazing comeback here against Liverpool as history repeated itself. We're going to need something like that now. Here's Musto, Janino, Blackmore, Fleming. Forced back by Clough. Here's Mustoe. Juninho. Robbie Mustoe. Oh! Game on! Game on now! Not sure we've seen Robbie Mustoe score on a featured game on Match Today this season. What a goal this was. Good work here. Everyone's sitting far too deep. Exchanges with Juninho. That hit, maybe the positioning of Crossley could have been better. It matters little though. A wonderful strike. Middlesbrough. Oh, the comeback is back on. Here's Mustoe for Middlesbrough. Oh, wonderful hit from Gianluca Festa. Right over Crossley. Really good. Oh, that would have been some goal had it gone in. That is fabulous play. Here's Clough. In Wome. Van Hooijdonk. Walsh read that all the way. It looked a comfortable height. Made a very good save in the end. Here's Festa. This is Beck. Juninho. Oh, he's hit one. Parried away by Crossley. Good save. Wome's got there. Forest have got it away. Juninho's not afraid to go. This one was curling. That's a really good stop by Crossley to dive low to his left and scoot that away. That's great goalkeeping. Now Wome. Clough. Clever pass. Roy's on a hat-trick. And he's got one! Shot was deflected and in. It's just brilliant from Brian Roy today. And that might settle this one. In fact, it probably has. Almost identical to the previous attempt. There was Roy, Dutchman, to show his class. Same scenario again, turning an offender. But look how much space he's afforded in that Forest area. Vickers gets a slight defection. I don't think Walsh could do a great deal more when they arrived. There was the first touch. That's the deflection, and that almost takes it away from Walsh. Those are 3 special goals for Roy. A Brian Roy hat-trick sinks Middlesbrough. Has it put their chances of remaining in the Premiership in serious jeopardy? We have 4 games to go. But Nottingham Forest feel they might have 1 foot out the door. A massive result for them. Just goes to show that goodbyes have really helped them over this spring period. Nottingham Forest will leapfrog Middlesbrough and will potentially have one eye on leaving the relegation dogfight. You feel 4 points they need from the next 4 games to stay. And Middlesbrough, it is looking increasingly worrying. Full time, it's finished Middlesbrough 1, Nottingham Forest 3. Well, a big win that for Nottingham Forest. You'd say now potentially they could be favourites to survive. Yeah, I think credit to the way in which they've run. I know that they struggled, but Stuart Pearce has come in and steadied the ship. And yeah, I think Forest, that strike partnership for them, the signing of that's made a big difference to them. You know, Van Hooijdonk and Roy, they are making a difference out there, and I think that's a real factor in some of the performances which have got on at the moment, which has got Middlesbrough into trouble and Forest into a really good position, I feel. Well, Middlesbrough, they've not really recovered from the Coca-Cola Cup final defeat. That they've won one of the best games I've ever seen to get through to the FA Cup final, and here today again at Riverside, poor show again. Yeah, it's their inconsistency. I thought they signed a lot of players and they have big ambitions, but they've not been matched. The abilities there, whether there's little silos or cliques in the dressing room, but it doesn't look a happy team at the moment. They really are struggling to follow the basic instructions.
Well, now it's time to review all the other games, starting off with Arsenal and their title challenge, which is still mathematically in the equation. They were at home to Leicester. Arsenal kept themselves in contention for the Premiership title with a comfortable win in the end over Leicester City. Ian Wright was able to play through Dennis Bergkamp, who scored perhaps the calamitous goal he'll score this season. Walsh and Keller getting in each other's way, Dennis Bergkamp at the second attempt finishing. But the goal that sealed it for the Gunners was a good one. Bergkamp combined with Paul Merson perhaps having his best season for Arsenal since his move. A fine goal as Arsenal ran out 2-0 winners. Well, Merson played excellent. It was a very good game. I was very impressed. I thought he played some good play with Bergkamp, and yes, very pleased. We are in the title race. We have to keep on winning our games, and we have to hope that they drop points. It may not be possible, but you know, sometimes football is about doing the impossible. Coventry City recorded perhaps their biggest and most important win of the season as they look to fight their way out of the relegation zone. Dion Dublin was absolutely monumental this afternoon. His finishing touch got Coventry off to the perfect start. But in the end, an Eddie Newton header was enough to go ahead and bring Chelsea back into the match. Gianfranco Zola's corner was on point. Second half though, it was a mistake by Newton that played in Richardson, and then Whelan combined to play through Dion Dublin. He broke the offside trap, Leboeuf was nowhere, Dublin knew exactly where the roof of the net was. And in the man of the match performance, Dublin of course was involved in a third goal. Solarco stealing the ball off Dennis Wise, then Whelan playing it through to Richardson. Look at the space and the run here from Darren Huckabee, a very exciting young player. His first touch was just sublime. When played in the area, he laid it on an absolute plate for Noel Whelan. Well, that was until the Chelsea defence once again completely obliterated around him. Big win for Coventry, disastrous defending for Chelsea. I think it was a good game. The lads played well. I was very impressed. It was really good to see. Yeah, I'm absolutely delighted. And I think you make your own luck. You know, you don't sit there and sort of like hope that you'll be lucky. Opportunity and hard work is where luck happens, and we made our own luck today. And I'm confident we can keep on fighting and stay in this league. Well, I think. We've not played well, not good football, we played bad, and the players know they have to give more, they have to not switch off, we have to keep on going, and we have to not just let everything happen, and there were one or two players I thought did that, and I'm not happy, yes. Southampton and Coventry City met, and it was a game in a moment of once again defending not having up to standards. Egil Østenstad was able to steal the ball while Slater, a cool finish which was too good past McCloskey. But the bottom club in the Premiership have shown that perhaps there is the hint they may be able to get themselves out of safety and pull off an unlikely rescue job, especially when you've got Matt Letizia on your side. Another outstanding goal by him as Southampton ran out 2-0 winners. I'll tell you what, I mean, I'd love to have Matty on my side. I thought he was great today, and as an opposition manager, you have to go in and say that were you bad or were the opposition better? And I'll probably say Southampton were better. Else, I think Letizia he was magic, weren't he? I think that's a great goal, and I mean, you ain't losing, but to a goal like that, you'll tolerate it, I suppose, at best. Everton Spurs was settled by a single goal, and it was Nicky Barbie that provided it. Combining with Rideout, this excellent finish was too good. Big win for Everton as they look to also climb out of the relegation places. Derby County Aston Villa was a West Midlands and East Midlands derby. A Midlands derby maybe, but it was Derby County that got things going. Ashley Ward's header from St Lisa's cross went ahead and gave Derby County the lead. And then another chance arrived for Paolo Wanchop. What a signing he's turned out to be. A lovely ball through towards a cool finish which was just out of the reach of Mark Bosnich. 2-0 for County. In fighting for their own survival, they certainly got the better of Aston Villa, but perhaps got a little bit too hasty towards the end. Savo Milosevic was played through and pulled one back, but Derby County with the 3 points. Wimbledon and Leeds United wasn't a particularly great game. There were chances to score. Ulrich Leohardsson squared it to Jason Ewell. This is certainly a replay he's not going to want to see. For Leeds United themselves, their best chance had probably arrived when a free kick was brilliantly taken by Rob Wallace. His left-footed strike just missed Sullivan by a fraction, as this one finished goalless. Sheffield Wednesday and Newcastle United was a game that was drawn, and it was all down to the fact that Newcastle failed to get going. And eventually Trustful found his way through, squared it back to Carboni to tap the ball in, and Wednesday led. It's been a problem with Newcastle United that they've been too passive and haven't really got going until they're behind. But they haven't really found that streak which allowed them to win games out of nothing. They were able to get an equaliser, and having Alan Shearer on your side is definitely a factor. The £50 million looks like it's not going to win them the league. Yeah, I can be upset, I can be annoyed at the players for what's happened this season, but you know, they've given everything. But the fact is, we're not in the title race now because other people have been better than us, and maybe something has to change here, whatever that may be. 4 games to go. Liverpool are top of the Premiership by 3 points over Manchester United. The two play each other next at Anfield. Arsenal will feel that they're still mathematically in the Championship shout, but realistically they know that Liverpool and Manchester United, they're asking them to drop too many points in this situation. After Forest's win, they climb out of the relegation zone. Middlesbrough slip in. Sunderland will feel that they're still within a shout, although they are staring at real trouble in the safe. Southampton are in real danger of being relegated. Rovers not out of trouble yet. Big afternoon of football in the Premiership, and a big one to come next weekend. Liverpool Manchester United obviously is going to be the big game in the Premiership. Thoughts on that one ahead of the big game? Well, Liverpool get a draw. I think they'll win the league because they'll maintain their advantage. But you never underestimate Manchester United in this era. That's a squad that's got the experience, and maybe experience will show. I tend to disagree. I think all this Liverpool team have got to do is rise to the pressure, rise to the occasion. At the moment, I feel like it's being too much for them, and they're struggling to really dominate games as they have done. Maybe this is their moment. If they can seize it, then it's their championship. Well, indeed. Well, that's all from us. Needs to say we talk about our man of the day. Well, man of the day is obviously Steve McManaman. Here's wonder goal, giving Liverpool a priceless 3 points and keeping them on track to potentially hold the FA Carling Premiership. But then again, that's what football's all about. Bye-bye.
Carragher lumps it forward to McManaman. It's a good header to Fowler. Now Berger. Back to Robbie Fowler. McManaman. Oh, what a goal from Steve McManaman! He's broken Sunderland hearts! And is that the goal to wrap up the title for Liverpool?